OMG. William Oleson and Laura Ingalls are siblings in real life? What? Melissa Gilbert and Alison Arngrim are close friends behind the scenes? Melissa Gilbert and Michael Landon had a serious conflict? What's going on with Little House on the Prairie that we don't know about? It is a fact that even if you have memorized the lines of the actors in Little House on the Prairie, you still may not know about the secret relationships between its actors. Bonds that appear as harmonious friendships conceal irreparable animosity, and ostensibly antagonistic relationships mask profound camaraderie. That's why, if you don't watch this video, you will never know the truth about Little House on the Prairie. Let's get started. It begins with a shocking revelation about William Oleson and Laura Ingalls' true relationship. Are they really siblings in real life as rumored? The world of television has often blurred the lines between reality and fiction, creating intriguing and sometimes poignant backstories for the actors who bring beloved characters to life. Such is the case with Jonathan Gilbert, who played the mischievous Willie Oleson on the classic TV show Little House on the Prairie. Jonathan's connection to Melissa Gilbert, who starred as Laura Ingalls, goes far beyond their on-screen interactions. In real life, Jonathan and Melissa are adopted siblings, adding a layer of real-life familial ties to their dynamic on the show. Jonathan Gilbert joined the cast of Little House on the Prairie at a young age, embodying the character of Willie Oleson, the pesky younger brother of Nellie Oleson. His role added a touch of humor and chaos to the series, making him a memorable part of the show's ensemble. Meanwhile, Melissa Gilbert became a household name with her portrayal of Laura Ingalls, the spirited and kind-hearted protagonist. Together, their performances contributed significantly to the show's enduring appeal. The Gilbert family's story is one of adoption and new beginnings. Jonathan and Melissa were both adopted by Barbara Crane and Paul Gilbert, creating a unique and blended family environment. Growing up together, Jonathan and Melissa shared the trials and triumphs of childhood, and their bond was further solidified by their shared experiences on the set of Little House on the Prairie. Their on-screen camaraderie mirrored their real-life sibling relationship, making their characters' interactions all the more authentic and heartfelt. Despite the close-knit nature of their early years, the relationship between Jonathan and Melissa has not been without its challenges. Melissa Gilbert candidly revealed in her autobiography, Prairie Tale, that she and Jonathan became estranged later in life. This estrangement marked a poignant turn in their once close relationship, highlighting how even familial bonds can be tested by time and personal circumstances. Melissa's reflections on their estrangement are tinged with a sense of longing and hope. She acknowledges that relationships can fade over time, but she also expresses a desire for reconciliation. The deep affection and shared history between Jonathan and Melissa provide a foundation for potential reconnection, suggesting that the passage of time may yet bring them closer once again. Do you really think that Melissa Gilbert and Michael Landon are as close as father and son? Your perspective on this relationship will definitely change because of the following revelations. At the tender age of 11, Melissa faced a devastating personal loss. Her adopted father, Paul Gilbert, tragically committed disappear. At the time, Melissa was shielded from the harsh reality of his death, being told that he had suffered a stroke. The loss left a significant void in her life, depriving her of a father figure during a crucial period of her childhood. This emotional gap was soon filled by her co-star, Michael Landon, who played the beloved Pa Ingalls. Michael Landon, already a seasoned actor and a fatherly figure on set, naturally stepped into this role for Melissa. His charisma, warmth, and paternal demeanor provided her with the guidance and affection she desperately needed. Their bond extended beyond the professional realm, with Michael expressing his love for Melissa as if she were his own daughter. This relationship became a cornerstone of Melissa's life during her formative years on the show. Their connection was characterized by genuine affection and camaraderie. Off camera, they shared numerous antics and moments of levity, creating a familial atmosphere on the set. Michael's influence on Melissa was profound, offering her a semblance of stability and support amid the demands of her burgeoning career. This dynamic was not just beneficial for Melissa, but also enriched the authenticity of their on-screen father-daughter relationship, which resonated deeply with audiences. However, this idyllic relationship was not immune to the complexities of real life. The bond between Melissa and Michael faced a significant strain when Michael's personal life took a dramatic turn. Michael Landon, who was married at the time, developed a romantic relationship with Cindy Clerico, a makeup artist on the set of Little House on the Prairie. This affair eventually led to Michael's divorce from his wife, a decision that reverberated through the cast and crew, including young Melissa. Melissa Gilbert's parents divorced when she was only 8 years old, which was a pivotal moment that left her feeling vulnerable and seeking stability. When she joined the cast of Little House on the Prairie at a young age, she found that stability in Michael Landon, who played her on-screen father, Charles "Pa" Ingalls. Their bond transcended the screen as Michael became a real-life father figure to Melissa, providing her with much-needed guidance and support. Of course, this close relationship faced a severe test when Michael made a personal decision that shattered Melissa's trust in him. Michael's affair with Cindy Clerico, a makeup artist on the set, and his subsequent divorce from his wife struck a chord of betrayal in young Melissa. Having already experienced the pain of her own parents' divorce, Michael's actions felt like a personal affront. She saw him not just as a mentor and co-star, but as a moral figure whose actions directly impacted her sense of stability and trust. Feeling deeply betrayed and hurt, Melissa cut off all forms of contact with Michael. The anger and disappointment she felt were overwhelming, leading her to distance herself from someone who had once been a cornerstone of her life. This period of estrangement was painful, as it marked the loss of a relationship that had been central to her personal and professional life. Despite the rift, time and reflection brought about a change in Melissa's perspective. As she matured, she began to understand the complexities of human relationships and the fact that even those we look up to can make mistakes. This understanding paved the way for reconciliation. The catalyst for this change was Michael's diagnosis of pancreatic cancer. Faced with the reality of his mortality, Melissa realized that holding on to anger and resentment would only bring more pain. Deciding to let bygones be bygones, Melissa reached out to Michael. Their reconciliation was a testament to the enduring bond they shared, despite the challenges and misunderstandings that had come between them. The healing of their relationship brought a sense of closure and peace to both of them. Melissa was able to express her gratitude and affection for the man who had been such a significant part of her life. When Michael succumbed to his illness, Melissa was left to navigate the profound grief of losing him. In honor of his memory and the impact he had on her life, she named one of her children Michael. This act was a poignant tribute to a man who had been both a father figure and a friend. Naming her child after him was a way for Melissa to keep his memory alive and acknowledge the important role he played in her life. Continue to receive this shock as we reveal the secret relationship of Melissa Gilbert and Alison Arngrim, the couple who are said to be sworn enemies on the show. While Melissa Gilbert played the beloved character Laura Ingalls, a member of the wholesome Ingalls family, actor Alison Arngrim took on the role of the notorious Nellie Oleson, part of the much less amicable Oleson family. In Little House on the Prairie, the Ingalls and Olesons frequently found themselves at odds, with Laura and Nellie's intense rivalry serving as a central conflict that provided much of the drama and tension in the show. On screen, Laura and Nellie's relationship was characterized by intense animosity. The characters were often seen engaging in fierce battles, with Nellie's scheming and manipulative behavior contrasting sharply with Laura's earnest and kind-hearted nature. This antagonism reached its peak in memorable scenes where Laura and Nellie clashed over everything from schoolyard squabbles to more serious personal vendettas. Despite their convincing portrayals of hostility, Melissa Gilbert and Alison Arngrim were the best of friends in real life. Off camera, their relationship was a stark contrast to the one they depicted on screen. The two young actresses formed a close bond that extended far beyond the set of Little House on the Prairie. They spent considerable time together when they weren't busy working, engaging in various activities that showcased their deep friendship. Their camaraderie included numerous sleepovers at each other's homes, where they would talk, laugh, and create lasting memories. They shared secrets, supported each other, and enjoyed the simple pleasures of childhood, which were often in stark contrast to the adult responsibilities and pressures that came with their acting careers. This off-screen friendship provided them with a sense of normalcy and stability amidst the hectic schedule of filming a popular television series. The fact that Melissa and Alison could seamlessly switch from their genuine friendship to their on-screen rivalry is a testament to their remarkable acting abilities. Even at a young age, both actresses displayed a level of professionalism and talent that allowed them to convincingly portray the complex and often contentious relationship between Laura and Nellie. Their ability to act so horribly to each other on screen while maintaining a deep and affectionate friendship off-screen highlights the depth of their skill and dedication to their craft. There is a truth. While Melissa Gilbert and Alison Arngrim shared a deep and genuine friendship behind the scenes of Little House on the Prairie, the same could not be said for all the cast members. The dynamics off-screen were as varied and complex as any family, with some relationships marked by tension and discord. Such was the case between Melissa Gilbert and Melissa Sue Anderson, who played sisters Laura and Mary Ingalls, respectively. On screen, the two characters shared a close and loving bond, portraying the quintessential sisterly relationship. Laura and Mary's interactions were marked by mutual support, affection, and the occasional sibling rivalry, all delivered with convincing emotional depth. This on-screen chemistry was a testament to both actors' professionalism as it belied the reality of their off-screen relationship. Behind the scenes, however, Melissa Gilbert and Melissa Sue Anderson did not get along at all. The tension between them was palpable to those on set, although the exact reasons for their feud remain unclear. Speculations abound, but both actors have remained relatively tight-lipped about the specific causes of their discord. What is clear is that the differences between them ran deep, and they were unable to bridge the gap during the years they worked together on the show. Despite their personal animosity, both Gilbert and Anderson managed to maintain their professionalism on set. They understood the importance of their roles and the expectations placed upon them to deliver convincing performances. The show's success depended on their ability to set aside personal grievances and work together effectively. This professionalism allowed them to create the illusion of a close-knit family, contributing to the show's enduring popularity. The tension between Gilbert and Anderson extended beyond their years on Little House on the Prairie. Even after the show ended, neither actor made any visible effort to reconcile. In interviews and public statements, both have acknowledged the lack of a relationship, but neither has shown a willingness to extend an olive branch. This continued estrangement suggests that their differences were significant and perhaps insurmountable. In Melissa Gilbert's autobiography, Prairie Tale, Gilbert does not hold back in describing her feelings toward Anderson, characterizing her as cold and bratty. This portrayal painted a vivid picture of their interactions, or lack thereof, during the show's run. However, it's important to note that Melissa Sue Anderson has not publicly shared her perspective on the feud, leaving one side of the story largely untold. Without Anderson's account, the full context and nuances of their discord remain speculative. This lack of a counter-narrative has led to various interpretations and speculations about the real reasons behind their animosity. According to Gilbert, Anderson's demeanor on set was distant and unfriendly, which she found particularly off-putting. Gilbert's descriptions suggest that Anderson's behavior was consistently aloof, making it difficult for any genuine friendship to develop between them. This perceived coldness wasn't just noticed by Gilbert. Other cast members reportedly felt the same way about Anderson. The consensus among some of the crew was that she maintained an icy distance from her co-stars, contributing to an atmosphere of unease. The speculation around Anderson's behavior often points to her upbringing and the influence of her protective mother. Anderson's mother was known to be quite involved in her career, closely monitoring her interactions and activities on set. This level of protection and sheltering might have limited Anderson's ability to engage naturally with her peers. In an environment where forming bonds and camaraderie were essential for a cohesive working atmosphere, such protective measures could have inadvertently created barriers. Moreover, Anderson's early stardom and the pressures of maintaining a certain image might have contributed to her reserved nature. Child actors often face immense scrutiny and high expectations, which can lead to developing a guarded personality. Anderson's need to navigate the complexities of fame under her mother's vigilant eye might have led her to adopt a more withdrawn stance, further alienating her from her co-stars. You might not know this. Melissa Gilbert's experience portraying her on-screen romance with Dean Butler was fraught with discomfort and awkwardness. As a young actress, Melissa found it challenging to convincingly depict romantic affection towards Butler, who played her character Laura Ingalls' husband, Almanzo Wilder. Given the significant age difference and Melissa's relative inexperience in real-life romantic situations, these scenes were particularly daunting for her. Most of the cast members were aware of Melissa's unease and went out of their way to be respectful and supportive, ensuring that her discomfort was not exacerbated. However, a couple of her friends and fellow actors saw the situation as an opportunity for some lighthearted teasing. Alison Arngrim, who portrayed the mischievous and scheming Nellie Oleson, was one of Melissa's closest friends off-screen. Alison's character Nellie eventually marries Percival Dalton, played by Steve Tracy, who was also a close friend of Alison's. Alison and Steve decided to take advantage of their on-screen romance to playfully annoy Melissa. They concocted a plan to engage in exaggerated and humorous make-out sessions behind the scenes, fully aware that it would make their friend uncomfortable. This playful teasing was done in the spirit of fun and camaraderie, but for Melissa, who was already feeling self-conscious about her on-screen romance with Dean Butler, it likely added to her embarrassment. The sight of Alison and Steve's over-the-top displays of affection, complete with exaggerated kissing and dramatic embraces, was a regular source of amusement for the cast and crew. For Melissa, however, it was a constant reminder of her own struggles with the romantic scenes she had to perform. Despite this, Melissa understood that the teasing was all in good fun and born out of friendship, even if it did leave her feeling a bit mortified at times. Interestingly, the real-life dynamics between Oleson Arngrim and Steve Tracy were far removed from their on-screen romance. While they shared a close and genuine friendship, there was no real romantic interest between them. Steve Tracy was openly gay, and any possibility of a romantic relationship with Alison was entirely out of the question. This fact added another layer of humor and irony to their antics, as they knew their playful make-out sessions were purely for show and had no basis in reality. Alison and Steve's willingness to play up their on-screen romance for laughs demonstrated their deep bond and shared sense of humor. They found joy in making each other laugh and creating a lively atmosphere on set, even if it meant occasionally embarrassing their friend Melissa. Their antics provided a much-needed release from the pressures and demands of filming a popular television series. Melissa Gilbert, while embarrassed by the teasing, likely appreciated the underlying affection and friendship that motivated Alison and Steve's behavior. The dynamic among the cast members of Little House on the Prairie was one of mutual support and camaraderie, even when it came with a dose of playful teasing. The shared experiences and close bonds formed during the making of the show helped the young actors navigate the challenges of their roles and the complexities of growing up in the public eye. And this is the last thing that pleases you. The set of Little House on the Prairie was often filled with laughter and camaraderie, thanks in large part to the playful spirit of Michael Landon. Known for his practical jokes, Landon created an atmosphere that allowed the cast members to bond and have fun, even amidst the demands of shooting a popular television series. Landon's penchant for humor was legendary. He would often chase cast members around the set, setting up pranks that ranged from the simple to the elaborate. His infectious laughter and good-natured mischief set the tone for a set that felt more like a family gathering than a workplace. This playful environment was especially important for the younger cast members, who found in Landon a mentor who was not only serious about his craft but also knew how to keep things light. Melissa Gilbert, who played Laura Ingalls, and Alison Arngrim, who portrayed Nellie Oleson, quickly became two of Landon's most enthusiastic protégés in the art of pranking. The two young actresses were known for their close friendship off-screen, a stark contrast to their on-screen rivalry. They spent a lot of time together both during and after filming, and their shared sense of humor only strengthened their bond. One particularly memorable prank that Gilbert and Arngrim pulled off involved a roll of saran wrap and a toilet. The setup was simple yet effective. They carefully stretched the clear plastic wrap over the bowl of one of the on-set toilets, ensuring that it was tightly secured and nearly invisible. Then they waited for an unsuspecting cast member to fall into their trap. The prank was a classic one, and its success relied on the fact that the saran wrap was nearly impossible to see at a glance. When someone eventually used the toilet, they were met with an unexpected and messy surprise, much to the delight of Gilbert and Arngrim, who were undoubtedly hiding nearby, stifling their giggles. The ensuing reactions from their fellow cast members ranged from shocked to amused, and the story of the prank quickly became a favorite tale told around the set. Landon's influence on the young actresses extended beyond their mischievous antics. He was a father figure to many of the cast members, especially Gilbert, who had lost her own father at a young age. Landon's ability to balance his roles as a mentor, director, and co-star helped create a nurturing environment where the young actors felt safe to express themselves and grow both personally and professionally. The playful atmosphere fostered by Landon also helped to ease the tensions that inevitably arose on a long-running series. While there were certainly conflicts and rivalries among the cast, the frequent pranks and jokes helped to diffuse some of the stress and keep the mood light. The camaraderie that developed on set translated into genuine chemistry on screen, contributing to the enduring success of Little House on the Prairie. For Gilbert and Arngrim, the experience of working on the show was formative. They learned valuable lessons not just about acting, but about teamwork, resilience, and the importance of finding joy in their work. The pranks they pulled were more than just moments of levity. They were part of the process of building relationships and creating memories that would last a lifetime. As the series progressed, the pranks and practical jokes became a beloved tradition on set, something that cast members looked forward to and fondly remembered long after the show ended. These moments of fun and laughter helped to forge a strong sense of community among the cast and crew, making Little House on the Prairie not just a job, but a family. What do you think about the secret relationships between the cast of Little House on the Prairie? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.